cool or you got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M20 Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, buddy.
Set, 180.
59. Go, go, go.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Regular.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, Mayfield, sliding out of the pocket. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
180. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Last week, somehow... They won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's get off the field.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
On second and goal. Jackson, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Mayfield on play action. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Mike is 59, Mike is 59.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Watch the out.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
A 40-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Alpha.
Play fake. Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Being chased out left. And Callaway taking it in left side. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A 1st down carry for Smith. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
On 2nd down now, it's Smith. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Smith trying to run for it. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 79 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. They go play action here on first down. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
It doesn't take a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Jackson for the shotgun. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Jackson and the offense come up first and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Running from the gun, Johnson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Larry Ogunjobi on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards. And the Browns first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man. Hey, we're 33.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the... And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
All the way and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Jackson options out left. And an alley to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson, he gives it left side to Johnson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Watch the slack. Watch the slack.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Two set. Two and read. Man out. Say. Check 31. Check 31.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. And he fends him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Here we go. Delta. 55. Mike 55. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Hey, check 20.
Throwing on third and long. Jackson, flush to his right. To the right side and complete to Hurst. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
Brings up second and 8 at the Browns' 42-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
I'm coming after you.
They go to Johnson again. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on third and 7.
Back 22. Hey.
From the gun, Jackson. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Oh, a second dosage. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
A 42-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's like you're going negative on that.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Browns.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And again, it's Chubb. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there. So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Good. 180.
They'll run on 1st down. Smith. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hurry, hurry. 4.
looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the night, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the fourth. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
Ravens 20. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. Four down. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
To throw again. Jackson. Over the middle. That's hauled in by Cup. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Jackson, throw left side complete. It's Johnson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Regular.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, Those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Cup. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They run it again with Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Good bounce-back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realizes there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing.